Rockstars. It is your girl, the leader of the Rockstars, taliajanette. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are regular, welcome back. We are going to jump right into it. This video, I've been putting off recording this video. As I told you guys in the last video, I have not been 100%, but I'm had a free day today. So I said, let me just get to this video and we'll go from there. So this video is pretty much, I guess, how I carry conceal. I guess that's what this is. This is how I carry my firearms from point A to point B when I'm outside, when I'm out and about. What may work for me may not work for you. Everybody has a way that they carry. Everybody has their preferred way of how they carry. Please always let me preface this by saying this video is for educational purposes. Most of the firearms will be empty. I did not clear the firearm that I currently everyday carry, but everything else is empty and cleared. So this video is for educational purposes only. Do what works for you. Check your state laws. Where I live, unfortunately, I only can carry conceal. I am not a fan of open carry. I do think it is one of the, I gotta watch how I word this. I think open carry, if you are not a cop, is probably one of the unsafest things to do, in my personal opinion, because a lot of you do not have the proper holsters for your open carry out of waistband. I am not a fan of it. I've watched one too many horror videos of people having their firearms snatched from their hip, snatched from their waistband, whatever, however it is they open carry. I've seen videos of people snatching the firearms, and that is probably one of my worst fears, is my firearm ever being snatched. So I am a inner waistband carry conceal girl. So I guess we just should start off with the inner waistband carry, the IWB, which is the most popular method that I feel mostly everybody that has a firearm. Camera cut off the way it did, but we're back. So again, as I was saying, the inner waistband, or the IWB, is how most firearm carriers carry. So this is how I do carry most of the time. I have a holster on a belt that is attached to my pants. So this right now, this is my everyday carry. It is clipped to my belt. So I have a clip here, and I have a claw on it, which the claw pushes the belt out and the firearm into my waist to conceal it a little bit more. It also makes drawing from the waistband easier. I am an appendix carrier. You have some people that carry on their hips. You have some people that carry on their backs, which I don't understand. I do not carry that way. Like I said, I carry appendix because it's just easier to sit down with it. A lot of Kydex holsters, which is what I have, some of them, the way they are, they'll dig into your body. Not the most comfortable thing at all. I personally do not like it. If you're sitting for X amount of time, or if you're in a car and you have a seatbelt, it's very painful to have a seatbelt across your body and your firearm is digging into your body. It's very uncomfortable, very unpleasant. So again, I have appendix carry in front of me. This also alleviates having a mishap. A lot of people are always worried, can you shoot yourself? Has it happened? Probably. I'm pretty sure somebody has had a negligent discharge. But appendix carrying, the way the firearm is pointed down, it should miss anything. God forbid you have a negligent discharge. So if you're worried about shooting yourself in the leg, your private areas, you shouldn't if you're appendix carrying. Now, any other way, I cannot speak on success. This is the main way that I personally carry. So as I was saying, the inner waistband holsters. We all, I think at some point in your firearm journey, a lot of us, we're overly excited about getting said firearm, so you kind of just, you get a holster for the sake of getting the holster. Now, I did get a Kydex holster off of Amazon. I would not be able to tell y'all where that holster is. I have zero clues where this holster might be. It was for my, I believe it was for my shield, which is what I have on my hip now. And I mean, it got the job done, but it was one of those holsters that was, someone's making an appearance in my video. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Say hello to the Rockstars, Rocky. He's so rotten. He's so nosy, y'all. I think this is his second or third appearance on my channel. Hi. He's making sure the firearms are clear and they're safe for the video. You have to get down though, my love. Go play. Go play. I rub the belly in a little bit. So yeah, I brought this holster, and like I said, it was not the most comfortable. I find it was digging into my side a lot, because the back of it was really high up compared to this one. So like I said, every holster that I have pretty much now, it works for me because it's from the same company. So I'm gonna start with the one holster that I no longer use. This is from Eclipse Holster. I think this is for my shield as well. I feel like I have this for the shield, and I might have another one. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, I don't totally hate it. I like the fact that I was able to like customize the washers and whatnot. It has the claw that, again, like I said, it pushes the belt out and pushes the firearm into your waist to conceal it more. So like I said, this is from Eclipse Holster. It's not a bad holster. I don't really use it too much, but it's a good one to have. Next up, the holsters that I do actually use now, they're all from We the People, and y'all gonna be sick of me because literally they all look alike, unfortunately. So this is the holster for my Glock 43. Pistol is clear and empty. There's no magazine in it. So the Glock holsters are really, really wide. I'm not sure if that's because just of how Glocks are made. So again, this particular firearm, this is not an MOS firearm. So I have a TLR6 Streamlight on the bottom of it. This is a light and a laser. I am not entirely sure. I don't remember. I'll put it somewhere here what the lumens on this light is. It's not really, oh, okay. As you can see, it is bright for the most part, but it's not as bright as I know some lights are. Like, some of y'all got 1,000 lumens lights on your firearms, and I can't wait to get one of those. I think the one I have in this box now for my 42 is actually, it might be 800 or 1,000 lumens. So this is an empty holster. This is for my 42 when I get it. Unfortunately, I do not have my 42 in my possession yet. This pretty much is the same. I get all of these with a custom print, so pretty much all my holsters have the same print. If y'all know anything, y'all know I love the color pink. So yeah, this is for my 42. Again, my 42 is also not MOS, so there's no there's no cutout for an optic or a red dot to put on top of it. So I have a light for that as well. This is my Glock 43X. I have to go get the screwdriver from my brother because the clip on this is, you see that? That's not good and I don't like that. Again, same thing, claw on this. The only things I didn't get a claw for my 42 because I'm not sure if that's going to be an everyday carry at this point. But you guys can see this was clear and empty, no mag in it. This has a optic on it, so you have to get your holsters pretty much to ensure that they fit either your light or your optic cutout. Again, my shield has a optic on this as well. So the holster on this also has an optic cutout. This is my echelon. This is the only one because I brought this holster first when I started ordering from We the People. So that's why this is the only odd man out. That is this weird plaid color, and I'm not gonna spend the money to get another pink one. So the echelon is the odd man out. But again, firearm is cleared. There's no mag in it. I'm waiting for a friend to come put my red dot on this one. We've been waiting months. So yeah, so this is what this one looks like. They're pretty much all the same. It's nothing, you know, too different from the holsters. He's back. My cat is back, y'all. So, oh, also I have, this is the one out of waistband holster that I have. It's for, I think it's for my shield. Let me see if my shield fits in here. No, this is not for my shield. This is actually, that's for the echelon, and if that's the case, because I was outdoor with my friend at the outdoor range, or maybe it is for my shield, guys. I brought this, was it over the summer, and I kid y'all not, I haven't used it. I have not used this. It is for my shield. It's definitely for my shield. So this would be for outside of my pants. This would definitely be, this is an outside of the waistband situation. Again, New York is not, I repeat, New York is not an open carry state. Do not go get an outer waistband holster and you're walking around New York City. NYPD will tackle you, arrest you, and they will take your firearm without due process. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the city is doing that right now, but you know, this is not a political channel sometimes. All right, next up we have the Carry Conceal. This is a shirt, and the holster is on the side. So like, I have this shirt, I also have it in a tank top form, and I have it in a crop top form. Very, I don't want to say it's rare because I do wear it for the most part. It is just a little weird how the firearm sits, because it sits kind of directly under your armpit in a sense. So it's a hook, and I'll post a picture of me in this shirt as well. The firearm, and most of my firearms do fit in this. It's not specific for any particular firearm, but this is what it looks like with my 43 in it. I don't think I would carry anything larger than my 43 in that. My echelon is really heavy. It's a great winter carry, but it's so heavy, y'all. And when it's loaded, it's even heavier. And that's just for me. Again, I know some people that are walking around with 10 millimeters. They're walking around with full-size handguns. Most of my guns are, if not all of them, they are subcompacts. Again, I don't have the wrist power to shoot anything really over a 9mm. Have I? Yes. But as far as me banking my life on something, I'm going to stick to what I know and to what I can maneuver with. So I have 9mm, and I have, as of now, a 380. Like I said, my 42 is chambered in 380. It's a beautiful shoot. If you haven't watched, the video will be somewhere in here as well, or it'll be linked in the description bar. But that's this. And like I said, I'll show you guys a picture of me in this. Next up, this is another just random. I'm not gonna say it was random. Let me not use that word. It was a purchase because, again, it's not ideal always. You're not gonna always have on pants that have a belt, at least as a woman. If I have on leggings, unfortunately, most leggings, they're starting to do it now, but most leggings don't come with belt loops. And leggings over time, they are going to stretch. They're going to have give, and you don't want your firearm bouncing around, if that makes any sense. I went and I purchased the belly band off Amazon. Again, it probably wasn't the best of the best, but again, I just, at the moment, I had needed something very early in my firearm journey. Like, we're still learning, we're still trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, what could be better, what could be worse. I don't completely hate this, and I wear it. I actually started wearing this a lot more than I thought. Like, maybe in the last few months, I've started wearing this again. My echelon gives me a little bit of issues in this, again, because it is such a large firearm, and it's heavy when it's loaded. Ideally, I would only carry my echelon on my body, like on my actual belt. This is, again, for your more smaller, your smaller firearms. So again, there's a strap that'll go over said firearm. Again, I'm just going to use my 43 because the 43 is the smallest out of everything that I have, and I will post a picture of it. The picture that's right here, that's my shield, I believe. Actually, my 43 is not probably best because of the light, so let's use the 43X instead because there's no light restricting it. So this is what it looks like with the strap on it. Now, I know somebody's gonna get in these comments, somebody's gonna make a remark about it. I understand, again, that a belly band with a strap is probably not the best if my life depended on it. It's not probably the best option with the tank top, unless I have on a blazer situation. Like, I'm not going to wear the tank top and have a hoodie on. Like, I'm not going to have this hoodie on and have the tank top on. If I have this hoodie on, trust me, I got something on my hip. At the most, it might be a belly band on because I can still lift and draw. Like, you guys get what I'm saying? So you have to keep in mind what would work for you in the situation you are in. If I am going downstairs to check my mail, 9 times out of 10, I go downstairs with my firearm on me. If I'm going downstairs to get food, my firearm is on me. The great old Solo said, rule number 1, always keep a gun. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. So that's for the battle rap fans out there. So the thought process is, how fast can I get to my firearm? You never want to be in a situation where you're struggling and you're fumbling to get to said firearm, because a lot can happen in 10 seconds. In a phase 1 real world situation, a lot can happen in 10 seconds. You want to be able to get to your firearm as quick as possible, draw safely without fumbling. I'm just changing. I took my shield off to just put an empty firearm on my hip, y'all. So again, you want to be able to lift and draw. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to do that without an issue. A belly band with a strap or anything that is strapping the firearm down, unfortunately, you're going to, you can lose precious times. Like, that's why they tell you to practice dry firing. They tell you practice things of that nature, right? Because, again, in a real world situation, if you are trying to stop a threat, I'm going to probably do another video on that as well, because I did see a video yesterday. If I find the article again, I'll put it in that video, but just to not go off on the tangent. But you don't want to be in a situation where you're struggling to get to your weapon. And that's going to bring us to our next item as well. But the belly band, I don't like this because, unfortunately, with this, I have to wear an undershirt underneath whatever shirt that I have on. And y'all, some of y'all know I'm not really fond of layering up. Like, I hate it when it gets, I'm a winter baby, but I hate when it gets cold because I just rather wear something heavy as opposed to wearing 17 shirts. But I have to, because whatever spandex material this is made of, it's starting to irritate my side. And I know it was from this because I was fine before I started wearing this on a consistent basis. And you guys can tell I've been wearing it on a consistent basis because now it's starting to get the lines and it's folding up in the back. Again, I'll probably just invest in a better belly band at some point. Don't get me wrong, I do like this for the thought process, but I'm just probably just going to get a better belly band without a strap on it. Before I get to the other, the focal point I was getting to, I also have this. This is the Comfort Concealment. Now, what this is, remember how I said if you wear leggings and you don't have a belt loop? Or some of my ladies that wear skirts and dresses. This goes around you like so. You can put it up as high or low as you want. And then your holster, this is hard to do with a firearm on your hip already, right? Your holster clips onto this. So now, instead of me wearing my belly band, I can wear this and nobody knows. So, again, put that on. And I'm gonna, so now, honestly, you can't even tell that I have two fire, well, you can see it a little bit. Because again, they are piled up on top of each other. But you can't tell now that I have two firearms. You can't tell I have a firearm here and I have a firearm here. That is the purpose of carry conceal, because you don't want anyone to know that you are carrying. I do not like people who telegraph the fact that they have a firearm on them. If you are a carrier, some of us, we can kind of tell with certain items, like, okay, this person might have something on them. But as far as this type of carrying goes, you would never, unless you on my body and you really staring, you're not going to know. So, like I said, the Comfort Carry strap. Again, I probably need mine in a smaller size. I think this is is there a tag on this? This is a large. So I probably will need a medium at some point. Because my waist, believe it or not, as large as I am, my waist is kind of tiny. But I like this as well. I feel that the inside could have a better non-slip material, because again, I have to wear this with an undershirt. I cannot put this on my bare body because it is slipping. So if I have a tank top on underneath or undershirt underneath my shirt, this is great. All right, we're almost done here, folks. The last thing with this video, it is probably, actually I lied, this is not the last thing. I ordered this corset. I'm waiting for it to come. I was convinced by Mrs. Red Phoenix. She's a female gun tuber on YouTube. She swears by this corset, so I'm going to hope when mine comes, it fits on the first go around, and it's very concealable. I'm having high hopes for this. I'm also, at some point, I think I'm going to invest either in some type of thigh holster, because I realized if you're somebody who, you go to formal events and you wear a dress, you're kind of stuck in limbo on how to carry. Now, me, again, I am not, like I said, I'm not a fan of open carry. I'm not a fan of outer waistband carry. I'm not a fan of off-body carry. Do I have off-body things? Of course I do. Last year, my brother brought me a off-body fanny pack and a bag. So this is my off-body carry bag. It is a really nice bag, y'all. It has the clips on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has the clips on it, so when you go to close the bag, it clips onto the hook right here, so somebody can get in your bag. The strap could stand to be a little bit longer for my personal liking, because I'm 5'9", so this could be a little bit longer, but this is cut resistant. Whatever the material is inside it, it can't be cut with like scissors or a knife. This has two zip compartments, right? I got a whole bunch of junk in here. Well, I don't got a whole bunch of junk. So a whole bunch of electrolytes in here and some deodorant. So ideally, this is another situation where you have to be very quick on your draw. And this is why I don't off-body carry a lot, because time can be lost with an off-carry bag. Are there better bags than this? Absolutely. Up to you if you want to spend the money on it. Sometimes these bags can range anywhere. I think this bag was maybe $40 or $50 he spent. I've seen bags up to $300. If you got it, big dog. But this bag, so the inside of the bag, and also what I don't like about this, none of my magazines fit in here. Like, whose mags are fitting in this? Like, this is not even a 42. This is like, I can't fit a 3. This might be a 22 magazine. So it comes with a Velcro holster, which again, ideally, most firearms are not going to fit in this. I think it's my 40. Let's see, my 43. My 43X does fit in it. So you can adjust the Velcro holster, however, in the bag, so you can set it as deep. And like I said, and the cool part about this is this looks like a regular bag. So to the untrained non-carrier, they're not going to know that there's a firearm in this bag. They're just going to think it's a regular bag. Again, my only concern is in a real world situation or a real threat situation, this bag is on me. I have to not only be quick on the draw, I have to be quick on the unzipping. So if I have a threat coming, like you guys see, like it takes, I'm pretty sure with practice, because like I don't dry fire practice with this bag because I rarely carry this bag. So it's, again, rare that you're ever going to catch me with an off-body carry situation. But you have to, like, that was even kind of slow. But to me, ideally, if a threat is coming to me, and again, you cannot predict when a threat is going to happen. I wish people get out of this mindset. You never know when a threat is going to occur, when it is going to happen, unfortunately. Life is lifing right now. And I don't know about y'all, but like I said, I live in a city. Life is lifing. So it's just the thought of having to go into a bag, I'd rather not. So again, it is an option. It's definitely an option. Because like I said, if you're in a situation where your pants, like your leggings, don't have a belt loop, or you're in, like, say you're in one of those type of situations, it is, you know, you have to think outside the box. Now, some purses have, I don't have my bag with me, but I like to call my 42 my pocketbook gun because it's so tiny. But sometimes, like, again, very rare occurrence, I don't do it often. If by some chance I have to put my firearm in my pocketbook, there is a holster. It is one of these Kydex solid holsters, because some of you have a nasty habit of just putting said firearm into a bag. There, if I find the article, I will put it in the description bar. A lady had her firearm in her bag, and she went to grab something out the bag, and she pulled the trigger, and the gun went off. If I have a pocketbook and I need to drop my gun into it, it is in a Kydex holster, and this holster is attached to something in the bag. Like your bag has the inserts, my holster is attached to one of those, so I can pull my firearm out with no issue. Again, I'm not a fan of off-body carry. I do not promote it. Seldom that I do it. Like I said, once I get my corset and I get my thigh holster, I don't think I'll ever have a need to off-body carry again. Also, I'm one of these people, I have a tendency of putting my bag down. And I remember I had left the bag, I had sat my bag down and went to the bathroom, not realizing I had my firearm in that bag. Never again. Never, ever again. Thankfully, I wasn't somewhere where there were a ton of people. But I should, like, in that thought, like, I've heard people leaving their firearms in the bathrooms. I've had people ask me, they're like, how do you use the bathroom with your firearm? I said, how do the cops do it? Don't the cops go in the bathroom, they take every goddamn thing off, bro? One way that they say to remember it, put the firearm in your pants. Like when you go, ladies, when you go use the bathroom, put your firearm in your pants. So that way when you go to pull your pants up, your firearm is in your pants already. If the bathroom situation has a sink, like a lot of the handicap bathrooms have the sink inside with the toilet, put the firearm in the sink. You should be washing your hands, right? You should be washing your hands, because a lot of you are not washing your hands. A lot of you grown-ass adults are not washing your hands, but I digress. You put it on the sink, you go to wash your hands. Oh, shit, my firearm is here. So, I'm not a fan of off-body carry. It is very, very unsafe. I believe it is probably one of the fastest ways to lose your firearm or have your firearm stolen. So if my gun is not on my body, I'm not a fan of it. But like I said, I will put links to We the People holsters, the Carry Comfort belt, and if I find the link for the tank top, I'll put it. Like I said, it's a generic, I don't even think it's a name brand on this shirt and the tank tops. Yeah, Little Creek. It says it's just a spandex shirt. It's nothing crazy. But again, you have to find what works for you. Like I said, some people, the hip carry works. Some people, the appendix carry works. Some people, they have to belly band carry because they're bigger people. Some people have to carry body band because they're tinier and they can't carry the weight on their hips. Some people are fine with the off-body carry. Some people feel that they can draw faster. You got to do what works for you. And I know what's been working for me. And the winner is going to be the in the waistband at all times. So, like I said, it's so much easier to just draw from the appendix. And it's just, for me, it works. So like I say, you have to just find what works for you guys. We kind of judge a little bit, a tiny bit, right? But in any case, I thank you guys as always for watching. Share this video, tell a friend to tell a friend. People, I'm going to advise everybody to get their carry concealed. I think it is that time where you guys should all be getting your carry conceal license. I don't care where you live. Invest in it. It will not be an investment you will be mad at. I'm not saying you have to be like Auntie Yoki and have 10,000 guns the way she has. You don't have to be like me and have 5. You could just get 1 firearm and keep it moving, or just get the license and go hit the range. But I would get the carry conceal license. At this point in the game that we are currently entering, you should have one. But in any case, I thank you guys for always for watching and tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.